well, we've been seeing Caitlin Christian. I've been watching her singles matches at the PPA, and she's coming off of 2 bronze medals, and her confidence is coming up. I mean, that's going to take you into your doubles game and give you the confidence to just hit when you want to hit and be aggressive. So her and Lacey, I know, are in the same area, so they're able to train together, and that's huge. That's a big deal to be able to get those practice games in, talk about a lot of things before even entering the match.
And we got our guy Morgan Evans over there coaching him up, having a last chat with Lacey and Caitlin at the top of the screen there, and that beautiful Aussie accent coming their way. So this is big for the Sliders' confidence to get these ladies to come out and play well. That doesn't even mean necessarily win, but play well, and then obviously they'd like to win. Caitlin Christian getting us started. Let's play pickleball. Oh my. Come on, ladies.
Yeah.
More, please. What a start to this one.
You could see in the premier level that there's a lot more consistency, accuracy, and patience. And that had everything in there. We love that.
We had 0 patience in the last match.
Side out, point 1.
Nice, and that's so good, getting that first point and just settling in. You know, and from here, it's just, okay, let's go.
Man, so knifey from Buckner there. That was pretty.
Yeah, nice slice ball, keeps it down. And it's really hard to pick it up and do anything with it, even dink it.
What a get. Oh, couldn't scramble back for that one.
I love the pressure that Lacey and Caitlin both had on Columbus Sliders, because they take a lot of balls out of the air and they keep their opponents back and just does not allow them to come in.
Schneeman, so athletic, loves that forehand, but the backhand out of the air is dangerous.
Yeah, be careful with that. It seems to me like Britt Buckner is just setting her ball up a little high on the other side. That's why Caitlin and Lacey both are taking advantage of the opportunities here. Very smart and aggressive here.
Side out, point 3.
Brooke Buckner about to serve, one of the moms on the tour. So happy early Mother's Day to all the moms watching. My mother is in attendance here today. Uh-oh.
Side out.
That just stayed in. Man, what an angle.
Yeah. Whenever you get the opportunity to hit a little angle on a put away, it's smart but risky at the same time. Gotta play high percentage. Getting a little too high on Columbus Slider's side, giving Caitlin and Lacey the opportunities. Gotta dial it in, be a little bit more accurate, just like on that first point.
Megan hits it as hard as anyone on the men's and women's side.
I agree. I've seen it.
Yeah, just can't find that accuracy, Michelle. You've been talking about. Get that ball to bounce and play some at the kitchen. Good night, Brooke Buckner. Look at that roll. You love that shot yourself, Michelle.
Yeah, whenever you see an opponent creep into the middle, Then you could just pull it right behind them with that side spin. I love that shot.
Wow, good scrap, but unfortunately kept retreating.
Yeah, it started with Lacey Schneemann's poke, and I feel like you can never give her 2 shots in a row because on the second one, she'll find it. Got to keep moving the ball around in different spots. Take that away from them. Take away their happy place.
And that just catches the baseline in a very happy place for Lacey Schneemann right there.
9-5.
Cross-court attack into that backhand is not going to end well for your partner.
Yeah, you got to be ready for that. And Dazon's always going to be there for that.
Wow. And the movement and the explosiveness of Caitlin Christian.
That's pretty impressive. You don't see many women on the tour jumping over the kitchen line and take Ernie's.
That's why she is a special talent. She is not new to pickleball. Everyone thinks, oh, she's new. She's played a long time.
I remember playing against Caitlin in 2019 at the Nationals in Indian Wells.
She just happens to be really good at tennis, too. Top 50 in the world in women's doubles. So, you know, I talked to her yesterday. She's full on in pickle, though, now. So that's a treat for us.
So aggressive on the Arizona drive side. You just got to either be prepared to reset or maybe start being aggressive yourself right off the bat.
Yeah, they're living up to their name, the Arizona squad.
Buckley's trying to be aggressive, but the problem is that Caitlin and Lacey know how to defend that aggressiveness and then turn it around to their side.
So, a dominant start for the Arizona drive, up 6 at the end switch. We'll be right back. Jordan is doing 17 things today.
Oh, Jordan.
We love him. Look at the energy of the drive. They are into this, and they have a great lead.
Good point. That's what the sliders need right now. They need to be very on their game in order to gain a comeback.
still didn't get to the kitchen, but won the rally. That's all that matters.
9-13.
Caitlin was going to let it go, but that stinking paddle gets in the way sometimes, Michelle.
Yeah, it does, and that's 3 straight points after the end change. Maybe we see a little momentum shift here.
Side out. Point 14. 14-10.
So after playing an out ball to start the rally, then a trickle over. That's a killer if you're trying to come back.
Yeah, that's very frustrating.
Oh, just so patient and pretty from Lacey Schneemann. Didn't panic, knew she had time and space, and Megan nowhere to be found to defend it.
Nice defense.
And you were preaching patience, and that was a very impatient swing right there.
Yeah, and she hasn't been taking that shot either the entire game, so she's trying to do something new in such a critical time, and that's tough to see.
17-10.
I want to see the teams experiment at the beginning of the game, right? Because, you know, it's a fresh start, but not in the mid part of the game. I consider this part right here the mid portion, where you kind of have to get it together, dial it in, and execute game plans.
Oh, no. And this is why I have said throughout this weekend, the ball that is played in October and November is going to be at a much higher level, because all of that's going to get figured out, because these players haven't played a lot together yet. Man, middle ball disasters on both sides. Bumper cars, and they get away with it.
Yeah, and both of these players, Christian and Schneemann, they prepare so early that it's confusing sometimes. You see someone in your peripheral vision, you're like, uh-oh.
It happened there, too, but Caitlin gets the, and when you say prepare, you're talking their paddle.
Oh, yeah, they prepare so early. They're on it way before the opponent even strikes the ball. So they're setting up, and both of them are setting up so early. So it just causes a little confusion, but they're still in the lead and still playing aggressive regardless.
Yeah, because you catch that out of the corner of your eye, and you're like, well, I haven't really played a lot with her. What's going to happen now? And we saw both paddles get removed, which is not ideal. So
right.
This is worst case scenario for the sliders. The ladies get out there. They are down big. This team did at least get 1 point snuck into the Dream Breaker, but just some positivity you'd hope to get out of this. There's still time, but it's getting short.
Right. And, now we're entering the third phase, right? I said that there's 3 phases here in this rally scoring, and right when it hits around 19 and you have a lead like that, I haven't seen a comeback yet this season, or this part of the season, where someone comes back from such a deficit.
Caitlin saw a great drop and said, ooh, I'm going to get something. That's a great handle from Buckner.
13-19.
Fourth shots are becoming harder than thirds nowadays.
Yeah. Wow, just an absolute BB from BB Brooke Buckner.
And another missed fourth, or tough fourth, right?
14-19.
miscommunication in the middle there. While a smart shot, certainly not a ball that should beat those two cleanly.
20-14.
Oh no, maybe that's the one. Scrap something back, get an unexpected miss from Schneemann, who did the right thing. I love that she jumped the corner there.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They just need to be on top of every ball, no matter if it's ugly, right? Stay in play.
Gosh.
Side out, point 21.
Just not clean, but if you've got the lead, you don't care.
21-15.
Smart from Arizona Drive, just staying persistent.
Pretty from Caitlin. Oh, even better from Brooke on the retrieval.
Lob on lob.
And what a rally to win for the Sliders. So they've scrapped a couple. Now can they do something with just some simple construction of a point when serving?
I mean, let's see it.
16-21.
Figure it out.
That is getting a beautiful response. Because you're in your head a little bit when you've had that exact shot. I like, if I've blown one, which we all have, to get another of the same. And Schneemann, great job there.
Yeah, we're putting pressure more on Brooke Buckner here in this end of the game. I don't see her playing much on the left side. I see her playing on the right, so maybe that's the game plan here, just applying a little bit more to Brooke.
I mean, when that thing comes off the paddle of Brooke Buckner, it is launched.
Yeah, I cannot believe how fast the ball's traveling nowadays.
18-22.
Being a veteran of the sport and seeing it, kind of scary.
Way too high on the third.
Point 23.
So that was the chance to really make this interesting. They have to win this rally. Oh, Caitlin, my goodness. Just wide.
Side out, point 19.
Yeah, and I mean, these points, this little gap right here is so far in rally scoring, right? In traditional scoring, not too bad, but.
Wow, again, just nothing. Somebody called the ball. Watch what Anna Bright did. She called just about every ball, whether it was an obvious cross-court dink to Kate Fahey yesterday. Go, yours, all that. I'd much rather have that than what just happened there, and we're at a game point. Just wide there, so they save one.
Yeah, funny you say that. Communication is so underrated.
20-24.
Oh, and Caitlin Christian says, we are done here. Beautiful counter there in the AZ drive. Larry Fitzgerald squad, for those of you that are NFL fans.
Nice.
Off and running here, 25-20. So the match everyone's wanted to see is next. Riley and Connor Garnett, can they be the thing that holds this squad together? We'll see. They got a tough opponent on the other side in Daskew and Dylan Frazier. We'll see that when we come back.
Fraser playing against each other, like, or playing with each other after playing against each other at Red Rock and for the gold. You know what I mean? Yeah, but this is a team that everyone wanted to see is Diascu and Fraser. Because, damn, you know what I mean? Like, do you think that they're better than Chardio and Diascu? Do you think Jill is a better partner for? Wow.
No, I love Gabe. I think Gabe's terrific.
I think so too. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? It's like, but then you have, you know, J-Dub and Fraser. Can't forget. So. Right. Right. Yeah. I don't think there's a connection there with those two at all. And it has to. You have to. I mean, I know like you don't get to pick who you really want. Like at some, like most cases, like Dallas Flash got so lucky with like the connection there, and I think that's why the chemistry is going to be all about. That's going to be it. It's the chemistry. Who you want to play with, who you know believe you could win with.
Welcome back, everybody. The ladies started. Now we got the dudes on the court, and so much firepower here. Michelle, what are you looking for?
I was just talking to you over the break. I cannot wait to see Diascu and Fraser play together after competing against each other at the PPA Red Rock for the gold medal. And it was such a crazy close match, and what a pairing! My goodness, Fraser and Diascu. I can't wait to see what they bring up against Riley Newman and Garnett. I think I might be favoring Arizona Drive here in the men's doubles match.
So Riley Newman is going to have to be the big factor here. They switched him back over to the left. The first match he played on the right, it was not good.
No.
Now you do give up that two-handed backhand roll of Garnett's, which is good, but you got to have Riley being aggressive. And then obviously the first serve that Garnett hits in this match, believe it or not, is massive. So
we'll all be holding our breath.
Yes, we will. Fortunately for him, he doesn't have to hit the very first one because his team is receiving.
Right.
Time in. 0-0.
Oh, no.
But a missed return isn't good either.
Wow. Okay.
1-0.
Out of the air, so casual on that backhand volley roll.
1-1.
And it's always, you know, moving on to the next point. Thankfully, Connor Garnett here. Let's see how he does.
Okay. Lays in a 3-0 serve, but that's better than missing
Look,
it.
they made a point off of it.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the thing. Like, if you miss, you have zero chance of even trying to establish or build a point. So that works.
Oh, my. Oh, Bart, we're still going. No way. No way. Gentlemen, start your engines. What a rally.
The crowd goes wild. We love it here. There's nothing else like it.
That was over 4 different times, Michelle.
Yeah, and I love the offense, but most importantly, I love defense because it keeps the rally alive and the drama is very real.
NFL, they say defense wins championships. And Garnett speeds one up, and Andre's like, bring it.
Interesting speed up over to the backhand side of Daskew as he's stretched out. I like it a lot. He just needs to execute that second one. Daskew reaches in over the kitchen, and just a little poke does so much, right? It doesn't even have to be hard. It's just where the placement in. And we've been talking about accuracy and how important it is at this level.
Oh my, no disguising that one for Garnett. All right, here we go.
4, 5.
So Garnett called it out, and Newman is staring at it, and
yeah, like I saw it out on the replay there.
And Riley's saying I saw it good.
Okay, all right, great sportsmanship.
Out, point 6.
Different angles, they both saw it from different places, and looks like Riley got a better look at it since he was a little closer to the ball.
My correction. 6, 4.
Frazier's there, but he's not there.
So smart, Riley Newman. He saw Dylan Frazier backing up, even when he was about to hit the ball. So that's what set him up for that beautiful bird.
It's been everywhere, within one here. And
wow.
Riley Newman is back at his best stuff here. We're tied at 6.
Yeah, again, remember we're talking about different parts of this long game to 25, still in the first portion of it and figuring things out. So their aggressiveness has been helping them here in this first half.
And it's crazy to think that just your partner making serves would give you confidence, but it will definitely today after Garnett missed 15 serves the other day.
Frazier getting big. Let's go pickleball.
8, 6.
Yeah. Riley Newman is just speeding up right away. He's initiating chaos because that's what Riley Newman strives on, and being successful. Here's a little chess game. Okay, I've been speeding up, but now when am I going to speed up? Now who's going to get ready for it? Is it going to be on this point or the next point? This is a chess game.
Oh, dear.
Side out, point 9.
There's the first one of the day. Let's hope it's not many more.
9, 8.
I'm okay with one serve per game.
Dylan Frazier stares down Riley there and wins the hands battle heads up.
That's such a smart spot by Daskew.
And a little mess in the middle there again for the sliders.
11, 8.
So this is something that Riley has added over the last 9 to 12 months, firing away more with that forehand, gets more spin on that with that paddle.
Yes. Yeah, and it's a good look when he speeds up with that forehand. I haven't seen him do it too much on his backhand side, but you could tell, you know, Arizona Drive is a little bit more aware whenever it goes to Riley's forehand.
And we are tied at 11. Nice response from the sliders here.
Oh, did it touch Garnett? Garnett says no.
Okay, so Andre's going to challenge this.
Challenging the outcall, or you're challenging that it touched him? Okay. Okay. We have a challenge by the Arizona Drive.
Okay. Yeah.
If the ball touched the sliders.
It was pretty close. I thought it might have hit him.
I mean, Andre was 3 feet from him when he went for the Ernie, and this will be interesting because the shirt's flopping around. It could have grazed it. We'll get a look there.
I mean, we're covered, but look how did it not, right?
How does it get through that opening?
Yeah, let's get that zoom. It had to. It had to. Oh my goodness.
Although it got all the way to past the baseline somehow, so.
That's true too.
Here's the side view.
Oh, wow. It's always tough to tell.
I mean, he definitely swung and missed. Did it kiss off the jersey or not is the question.
Yeah, and you know how sometimes in women's doubles, like, oh, did it hit your hair?
Yeah.
You don't know if it hit your hair or not. I mean, unless it's a tennis ball,
Yeah.
you could feel that.
Right.
But the plastic wiffle ball that weighs nothing, you cannot tell if it hits something that's part of like your clothing
Right.
or your hair. So it's pretty tough. Let's see what they come up with. Now let's just make bets. What do you think, Dave?
The fact that the ball somehow appeared to not change flight, like it would have had to be the narrowest of grazes, and I don't know how you're going to be able to say definitively that happened. So
right, I don't know.
if I had to decide, I would say I don't know that this is getting overturned unless they're looking at something different. But I mean, Andre was adamant that he saw something, and
right.
he had the better look than anything that we've seen. It's a
okay.
big.
Can we talk about that move? That was a really cool. That was a really cool
awesome.
move.
And just the athleticism of these players is special.
After review, the rally is overturned. The ball did contact the player prior to landing out.
Okay, they saw something.
You have 3 remaining. You have 3 video challenges remaining.
So just to clean up some, that does not take a challenge away, though, of the sliders, unlike a missed call overturned would.
12-11.
That gives them the 1-point lead here before the end change.
And just the idea of being ahead on the change. We just give a little nugget to the sliders here if they can win this rally. We're going to switch after this one no matter what. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It is not fixed.
It's just sailing so long. I mean, talk about the paddle technology a little bit. You know, the technology has gotten so crazy. Balls flying off the paddle face.
Unfortunately for Connor, that has nothing to do with paddle technology. It is in his head on the serve, and he doesn't have it fixed. 2 missed serves here to start the day. Can he get that fixed? I don't know. We'll find out after this. They're down 1 are the sliders, and they already lost the women's doubles. we're back. I mean, he goes by Tui Nation. Is it time to think about a backhand serve or something for Connor? Oh my, what hands. Riley got in position, but just couldn't quite get that thing back in the 20 by 44. So after tied at 12, we have had 3 ugly points in a row for the Sliders.
Yeah, we talked about it in the beginning of the game. You know, it could really make a shift with your partner, with your team, with the whole environment. And even yourself, right?
Well, 100%.
16-13.
Okay, they keep the pressure on, but they have not been able to do anything. Here we go.
14-16.
And then you watch that serve, and it's beautiful. He thinks he made that, so this call is being challenged. Oh, that ball, that ball's good.
Yeah, that one was in. It was called out. I think Andre Dasky maybe saw an out ball on his peripheral, which is not the right, way to call. But yeah, I saw Connor Garrett take a huge deep breath. He exhaled, he let it all out, and he even took a few more moments, and that was one of the things that I teach people, like, take your time and think about what you want to do through your stroke, and that's a foundational thing that even tennis players do before their serve, and I do before my pickleball
100%.
serve. So I think that needs to be his routine. He needs to have that routine every time he steps up to that baseline.
Yeah, and who cares? If you got to take a deep breath, take a deep breath. Lacey Schneemann, like John Isner, the great tennis player, puts the ball down between her legs and catches it. That's just the thing that you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, Leah Jensen has her whole routine.
Exactly.
And so Connor Garnett, I think he found one. Hopefully it'll help him out with the rest of his men's doubles game.
Because if that was the only serve you watched him hit, you'd be like, that dude is clobbering his serve and set himself up. And that's what they're losing, is setting up the rest of the rally, because his serve is good. Riley can go crazy instead of just like you and I were holding our breath for him to see if he can even get this rally started. And we're going to just show off our hands there at the top of the screen. But this is going to get overturned. So this, as I mentioned, some of the technicalities of these rules, and Andre's basically given the ball over to Riley. This is going to get overturned.
Rally is overturned. The ball was in.
Yeah.
So this will cost the Drive one of their 3 free challenges throughout the match, not just in this game, because their call was overturned.
Oh, wow. That makes things interesting.
15-16 with the slider serving. There we go. Use it. Time in. 15-16.
Oh. Unbelievable from Diescu. Riley had the perfect read on the poach, and Andre was ready.
17-15. Side out. Point 16.
Staying aggressive, staying within 2.
16-17. Let reserve.
Dear.
Oh. He took his routine.
16-17.
I know.
Do it again. Let's see.
quite get that one over.
18-16.
So this is where the sliders really have to try to tie it up and take the lead right now. Not when it hits 20, right here.
The other interesting thing is usually you want to return to Riley Newman when he's playing men's doubles, but because Garnett is trying to find his whole game, they are going there. It's working. For the sliders. Nice ATP defense from Fraser, but that just prolonged it.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to see. Unless there's an obvious high ball, you're going to see a lot more patience towards the end of this men's game. They're being selective. Yes.
19 all.
Yes, this is it. This is it. So every point from here on out really, really matters to take a lead.
And they have done just that. They have the lead despite all of the challenge that they have endured, some self-inflicted here. And Morgan Evans, the coach over there, the drive says, I've seen enough of this. Let's slow this on down. So what's the message to Andre and Dylan?
Riley's getting really involved in the points, and so you got to take that away from him. You got to figure like that's what's been like taking the momentum shift. And so what I would do is I would try to get a little bit more to Connor, get him to be a little bit impatient, and hopefully be there, be present to be able to either counter or block, reset the point, and so that it's constantly on Connor, putting more pressure on him. The thing about Riley, though, is that he's really good at cutting in front of his partner. So they also have to be aware of knowing when to hit a little bit more behind him during those times.
All right, so there's Coach Michelle's advice. Let's see if they take it.
Riley can find one there.
20.
Oh, they have to make that. They cannot miss a third. Everyone has to play super high percentage right now. Now's the time.
21-20.
Wow, backside of the paddle. Oh my.
Yeah, and that's what the Columbus sliders are looking for Riley to kind of poke in, attack, and be aggressive.
21-21.
Not what they wanted, but instead of 22-20, we're tied. Straddles the kitchen and pushes it deep, and the sliders survive this, and this feels like they got to have this to tie it up. 2-0 sounds like a way too big a deficit. Oh no. 3, and at the worst moment right here.
22-22.
says, I got you, brother, I got you.
Yep, that's what the Arizona Drive has to be careful with. Sometimes it's okay to go behind Riley Newman. They've been doing a good job so far, so hopefully they remember that that's an option.
Off the tape, and they have the first game point due the sliders on the paddle of Garnett.
24-22.
They saved the first one. Can they save it and push us past
23-24.
the number 25? Here we go. Comes down to a football call, and
challenge. There has
we might be done here.
Oh, he touched the net post.
Touched the...
Oh, no, he touched the net post as he was recovering from the landing of his Ernie. Oh, my God.
And after the longest rally of the match.
And the best rally.
So there is a debate here, so let's listen in here. And that is it. So the fault call is how that ends. 25-23. What a wild end. All that very nervy dinking going on at 24-23. And somehow, despite 3 missed serves, the sliders escape. We will play mixed doubles tied at 1 right after this.
Feel it, get a dead dink, pull it.
Where's it get big?
You can go chicken wing. I feel like bodies sometimes he's like bodies going line, more chicken wing. I'll probably start with going line because then it favors the next ball back.
Welcome back, everybody. A wild ending. The official ruling was that Andre indeed did graze the net post, so that is what ended that after a crazy rally. So,
and it was such a good put away too. It's just, sometimes that happens.
I mean, a triumphant, like we've tied this at 24. Oh no, you haven't. It's over the other way. So here we go.
Game 3, time in.
The Drive got to decide what they wanted to play, so it's Caitlin and Andre. Oh my, that's a tough first rally to lose when you're hitting overheads. Brooke Buckner and Garnett on the other side.
1-0. Side out, point 1.
Nice job by Garnett of feathering that into the front half of the kitchen.
1-1.
Not the right place to go. Even though Brooke Buckner's two-handed backhand's gorgeous, it's just you got to be more accurate instead of just blasting it into him. He has quick hands. I would try to get it over to his right armpit. And Brooke, by the way, I could already see her body language and her playing ability has already gotten so much better from her women's doubles match. So it looks like she's a little bit more comfortable and competitive in this one.
Was able to dig one out of there, but not the next one. So just the flow of this looks a lot better, though, for them on the slider side.
Yeah, and I also hear the sliders bench, which I didn't hear the last couple games.
Correct.
I hear energy, you know, and I hear camaraderie, and that's what MLP is all about.
Oh boy. Fourth of the day, first in this match.
4-3.
That doesn't bring him down at all. In his PPA Red Rock bronze medal match, he missed 10 serves and still won the bronze medal with Alex Strong.
Because there's no ramification of the, you don't ring the register on the other side.
But if he's saying, oh, I could still win with all these missed serves.
The big difference, obviously, is you've got a community, a coach, teammates, GMs, everybody else that are part of that.
Point. 6-4.
Oh dear. What a fortunate accident and then an unfortunate accident. Again, communicate, Drive, come on, talk. Someone be an air traffic controller. Yeah, Brooke seemed disconnected there on Garnett flying in front of her.
Sometimes you're mesmerized in mixed doubles, especially in the female role.
Side out. Point 6.
So it is a little bit ugly, but hey, Whatever gets to 25.
Yeah, the first half of the game is usually like this. It's kind of testing who could do what, and then towards the end of the game, it gets a little bit more patient. But I call this chaotic pickleball. There's really no purpose. They're just kind of putting pressure by driving and trying to poach. Looks like tennis.
Nice use of the front half of the court from Garnett.
7, 8. Side out.
Number 5.
That's tough.
9, 7.
Speechless right now.
To his credit, it is not carrying over into his play.
Right.
The rest of the, I don't know how. It may be carrying over more in his partners. Twice has jumped in front. I'd much rather let Brooke Buckner destroy a forehand and go big there.
10, 8.
Yeah, execution is really big right here. So you got to execute. You can't, just give things away.
9, 10. Are you taking a timeout? Timeout, sliders.
Wow.
9, 10.
What a
interesting time, right?
Yes, and I think Riley is behind this, so.
Hey, if there's something that you see early on in the game, it's good to talk about it early instead of like right before you go into a crucial moment. Am I right?
Yeah.
So it's good. I think this is a great timeout. Maybe Riley sees something. Maybe they're talking about Connor coming in and taking the third.
Yes.
It could be something that could, be affecting them, and it could be an easy change that they're just talking about so that they could get more points and be in the lead instead of just being even right now.
Yeah, don't let it fester. If you're sure this will fix it, and it might have been a tap on the back, dude, go hit your serve. just go hit your serve.
Yeah.
The other difference, if you're PPA fans and you're watching MLP, you get 3 free challenges as a team for the event, so it's not tied to timeouts. You get but 1 timeout, but that doesn't affect your ability to challenge calls. A much different strategy use of the timeout. I have seen teams use challenges that they know they might lose as a timeout. As an air quotes timeout. So here we go. Early timeout, let's see it pays dividends. The answer is yes.
Nice. Connor Garnett was successful on that point, getting in front of Brooke and executing that third, so that's good.
10, 10.
That's a great speed up off the bounce, and Tui Nation is loving that one. And look at what we have here. The sliders sliding in front.
Side out, point 11.
Yeah, and you're seeing the points are a lot more constructive right now. So meaning that there's a lot more purpose. They're not just swinging away. They're trying to get into specific plays,
11, 11.
cross-court rallies with the girls.
Wow.
Side out,
Funny
point
bounce.
12.
Bizarre non-bounce there for Caitlin. And the sliders have the potential to switch with a 2-point lead right here. And that goes deep, so that is exactly what they'll do.
Cannot appeal to the referee. Out, change, and 13, 11. Slider.
Yeah, and as we talked about in the previous game, now Arizona Drive has 2 timeouts, or 2 challenges, right? So now they have to be kind of a little bit more particular right now. Maybe not challenging
like
that one.
right there. You got to be pretty clear, and that seemed well out of the. So sliders, it's not the prettiest thing, but you don't care. You want to win. They're up 2 here in the first of 2 mixed doubles matches. What's happening, everybody? Dave Fleming with Michelle Esquivel, and we love when stars from other sports come in and watch. Steeler Nation, the bus is in the house. Jerome Bettis is here watching, and my source for this information is the reason I am a huge Pittsburgh fan. My dad is sitting next to Jerome Bettis watching this right now. So we love that. We're getting that. Yesterday we talked to Gary V. We had Matt Leinart here. This is how we just continue. If these folks are going to say they're part of things, get in here and come see this unbelievable pickleball. So welcome, Bus and Sliders. Can they keep it rolling?
Side out. Point 12. 12-13. Point.
I like the move from Connor there.
Yeah, just a little too big on his backswing, causing a late ball,
13,
but yeah,
13.
great move.
Uh-oh.
Point.
Yeah, Caitlin Christian's been doing a good job at going behind Connor. She just needs to get ready to counter what his backhand's going to bring. So it looked like she was getting prepared there.
Side out. Point 14.
Andre's like, I made that in my sleep. How did I miss this?
14-14.
Wow. The big fella got out of the way.
Oh my gosh, how did he do that?
That is a large man who matrixed very well there.
I always say that sometimes pickleball has different elements of like different sports, but dodgeball is definitely one of them.
No doubt.
15.
They get a miss from Christian.
Looked like she was trying to speed up over to Connor Garnett. She jumped out of that speed up.
15.
Wow. We're still going. Garnett's got to play singles for a minute. Oh, no. After an unbelievable get from Brooke.
What a point.
16 apiece.
16.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
Look
and
at that fade.
Yeah, Caitlin, she was not preparing for Connor Garnett's backhand on the first few times he pulled the trigger, so it was interesting way she did it, but she got it done.
There's the threat of the big fella, the Oklahoma Sooner Boomer. It's a big man threatening you. Oh, dear. Oh, my. Just perfect placement over power from Brooke Buckner.
Yeah, she saw Andre moving hard to the middle, and at the last second, she decided to go down the line. So smart.
Get her off the net, and then Brooke just popped it up a little bit, and Christian all over it.
Come on, Andre.
Big loud no, but Caitlin's like, I want my clean winner stats cleaned up here. I want an extra one.
All right, so here it's super important for the sliders to try to stay within 2.
From an awkward spot above that dude's head. I'd have to get a ladder to get to where that ball was hit from.
Yeah, and it is it's hard to do that from that high, so I'm glad he made it. That's a tough thing to do.
Andre is there. What a job by him, and the lead keeps getting bigger for the drive.
22-17. Side out, point 18.
That's a good spot, nice and easy. Nothing crazy right now. Play high percentage, force the errors.
18-22.
Gotta make thirds here. Can they do it? Wow, Andre.
Point 23.
Neo, look at this guy.
It's so cool that he's able to understand when a ball goes out, and letting him go out is so big.
Just short there for Christian.
Reset, still the hardest part of the game.
Yes.
Ball's coming at you with 1 billion miles per hour, and you're just trying to hit as soft as you can to give yourself a good position.
Oh, beautiful Ernie from Caitlin. Christian just pops it with perfect precision, and they've got a game point.
24-19.
Oh my. Caitlin was getting low to Rocky like a hurricane with a scorpion.
That's interesting. They kind of like mellowed into that point. I thought they were going to be aggressive and drive, you know, without the pressure.
Second chance to close it out. And that is exactly what they do. The long arm of Diaskew says, we are done here. Drive are now up 2-1. It's up to Megan and Riley to extend this to a dream breaker, or we are done. Will Lacey and Dylan do just that for the Arizona Drive? We'll find out after this. It is MLP. Welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Michelle Esquivel. Michelle, when you know you've got to have that second mixed doubles to force the dream breaker, how do you make sure you don't put too much pressure on yourself?
Oh, I mean, I feel like I thrive off of pressure, you know, so that's okay. You got to take it 1 point at a time, though. You can't look too far ahead. You got to kind of evaluate who you're playing with and just try to take it 1 point at a time. And Riley Newman is a little chaotic, so, you know, I don't know if I could speak for him, but he will just be active on the court right now, as we saw him like really getting active in men's doubles and taking over. So on the drive side, you got to be very selective on your shots, know when to go behind Riley, and just stay with that game plan and try to do it throughout the whole time. Set a tone right off the bat and see what happens.
Get that pickleball with Michelle. I am speaking, so we're delivering on the IG handles right there. Here we go, Lacey Schneeman to serve. Let's play pickleball. Wow, and the speed up off the Tui for Frazier.
Good disguise. I didn't see that one coming either.
1-0.
I haven't seen that much from Dylan Frazier lately, too, so good shot selection.
Oh, no.
2-0.
And now Lacey ties up Riley, and what a start for the drive. And this is different, just to recap. Riley played with Brooke earlier, so they switched up the mixed.
Side out, point 1.
That's good. That's good to figure things out early on in the season, right?
Yep.
1-3.
Your first event. Let's see what you could do. Frazier getting negatives on all tied up in the first 2 points here.
Yeah, Dylan has seen a lot of the action here and has delivered a 4-1 lead to start.
Side out, point 2. 2-4.
Yeah, Lacey Schneeman getting over the top of that one as it's coming down. Hard to get over.
3-4.
Yeah, that gravity is just, it's a pain. Perfect depth on that for Frazier.
Point 5. 5-3.
Lacey Schneeman have a point there. Beautiful reset, and then gets to pay it off with the winner.
Yeah, good play, good point construction.
Side out, point 4. 4-6. Side out, point 7.
What a return.
I feel like Arizona Drive is painting the baseline right now with those
7-4.
shots.
That's the shot that works against everybody but Riley because of that grip. That right hip is not the place to go for Lacey. Full helping of syrup on that pancake grip from Riley right there.
Point.
Oh dear, heat check.
Side out, point 8.
That's the right idea, though. That's what he's been striving on in this matchup against the Arizona Drive. So hopefully he could dial that in and take it to their advantage.
Point.
Now the speed up of the backhand is not quite as effective as his forehand side.
And off the tape did not help him either there. And Dylan Frazier with
9-6.
just the fastest hands in the West here. Oh,
Side
no.
out, point 7.
Okay. So the Sliders have
7-9.
had a couple chances to tie it up. They'd need to get 2 here. That's just beautiful inside out from Frazier. They get exactly 0.
Yeah, pressure's too good on Arizona Drive.
10-7. Side out,
Nice,
point
man.
8.
He's ready for it. Let's go.
Vicious two-handed backhand
8-10.
counter.
Side out, point 11. 11-8.
Oh my.
Side out, point 9.
Riley jumped early, so Lacey tried to hit it where that had been
9-11.
vacated, but didn't make it.
Side out,
Yeah,
point
a few
12.
mistakes from Meganizan. You just see the frustration.
Yeah, it just can't happen. She needs to be even or better with
12-9.
Lacey cross court. Uh-oh.
Side out,
Everyone's
point
got
10.
some kind of serving problem today.
Man.
10, 12.
Out screen from Riley. And they don't win
Side
the
out, point
rally.
13. Timeout, change ends. 13-10, Arizona Drive.
So got to keep an eye on Megan here, as there's been some negative body language over there. Sliders must have this to force a dream breaker, or we will be over. The Drive trying to drive it all the way home. Welcome back, everybody. We have switched ends. The Drive are looking to keep adding to their lead.
13-10.
And they do just that. Nice job by Dylan Frazier.
14-10.
Just wide from Dazan, and what a scramble from Vida. Oh, there by Frazier.
Yeah, that was, I'm going to start calling him Wheels.
Side out, point 11.
Yeah, Megan is on. She's picking the right shot selection. It's just not quite accurate on them, and hopefully. Yeah, and it's super important to have that accuracy, just because you're playing against, look at who you're playing against, Dylan Frazier, Lacey Schneemann. So when that's missing and that's gone, it's really hard to get that back in.
Side out, point 12.
All right. Small little opening. Can they get to the kitchen and construct something? Get the Legos out. Unbelievable counter of the counter from Megan.
Yeah.
13-16.
Wow.
Can't come up with the next one after a ridiculous save from Riley.
17-13.
And if you are constantly hitting backside of the paddle windshield wiper two-handed backhand hope shots, you are not going to win.
Yeah, they gotta be a little bit more patient in the points, but it's hard to do when there's so many errors being made on the sliders end.
Side out, point 14.
Frazier tried to speed it up off the bounce there, but the tape just sat up, and Dazan did not panic. A lot of us do. I certainly do. Look.
14-18.
The composure, so good.
Point.
I would call a timeout here if I were Arizona Drive. The momentum shift a little bit, a couple unlucky shots.
15-18.
Channel Australia for that, Morgan Evans. And no one is more athletic on the women's side than Lacey Schneemann. Look at her be able to handle the first one and then get back and just slobber it overhead.
I would argue with you there with her teammate, Caitlin Christian.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but Lacey has definitely been so great as, you know, not only this season, but all the previous seasons. She's proven herself to be such a great player.
With not the high-end tennis background, really has worked at her game.
Side out, point 16.
And it's been rock solid in this particular match, and Dylan Frazier has been dictating the pace.
16-20. Side out, point 21.
Just can't do anything on serve.
21-16.
And they're running out of time. They have to do it next time they get the ball back.
Side out, point 17.
I think that was the first time Dylan saw that one.
17-21.
There we go, Megan Dazan, a little positivity. The pace is real.
18-21.
Wow, and a little misfire from Frazier. And Andre stepping out to call a timeout there.
Yeah, you could feel the momentum definitely shift. Megan and Riley making more shots, Riley playing aggressive, and it's been helping him out, closing the gap here.
So 21-19 14, the drive, holding on again. The implications are massive. If the drive win this, they get all 3 rankings points, excuse me, and that is big because you never know. Are you going to be above or below the cut line by 1 stinking point that you gave up in a mixed doubles match a bunch of months ago? It could happen.
Yeah, and every single point is so important at Major League Pickleball, and I love that so much. And you could feel the tension. You could feel that, you know, every shot that you make has to be executed. There's no time to mess around here.
So where will they return? If you go to Megan, you got to deal with Riley flying at you.
Time in, 19-21.
That's a great handle from Megan. And look at what we have. It is a 1-point game. Oh my, and Riley misses the 3rd.
I don't think players have ever felt so tight in a traditional scoring. So that was just a little tight there from Riley Newman.
Wow. And Lacey says, Megan, you were unbelievable there, but get it on out of here. Schneeman, so good.
23-20.
Very important point.
And it is not just game point here, but match point for the Arizona Drive.
24-20.
Wow, what a recovery from Riley Newman when it looked dire. So here comes try number 2.
21-24.
And that'll do it. The Arizona Drive have won it. They take one of the 2 mixed matches, and that's all they needed. They win it 3, and we will not play a dream breaker. All 3 points go to the Arizona Drive. Well earned. Nice response after losing a dream breaker earlier today, the New Jersey 5. So they've got 4 points to show for the day. That is a very good day on Major League Pickleball. So we will talk to the winners and maybe even have a special guest when we come back.